From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Here we go. Like 20.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, if anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Gurley again here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, gun. 54. 2.
Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, here's Breida. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, zoom.
Check. Watch 54. It's a party now. It's a party.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
21.
How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
21.
Check 52. Jim.
Greystone, travel.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
You ain't got nothing.
They run with Breida. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I got you. 12, fellas. Here we go. White.
Don't let free, defense.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
I got you. Mike 54. I'm coming.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch time. Tight end right.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go now. Hey, watch the left. Double dog. That's the way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one's complete to Gurley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. It's caught. Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll look to throw here, and he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Badgley able to punch this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
21. Here we go. General West. Slam.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach? Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Go.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go.
Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
7.
Stop your whining. 54, Mike. 54.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This complete to Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Too little, Cap. Strong right.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here I come again.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Second and 5. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. Now Breida loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Set to kick off.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
On third down, a run from Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 35-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
54, Mike, 54. Three buzz.
Dad?
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Here we go.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves,